Okay. We're in the second half of 2012. We're moving toward the finish line. We need to stay focused, we need to stay consistent, and we need to stay committed. Now, usually in the next month or so, brokers and the system would have you start working on your business plan for next year. We don't do that here. We focus you on running through the finish line. We're only interested in what we're going to complete, what we're going to close, and what we're going to open in 2012. That's the most important thing you could do with your time, effort, and energy right now. I wrote down, if you want to be a highly successful real estate agent. Now, raise your hand. Who wants to be a highly successful agent in this business? All right, so it's pretty unanimous. Write this down. You must distance yourself from the masses. You must distance yourself from the masses. You must understand that your habits will determine your future. You must establish that the habits you have today will determine your future. Now, we have a program in our company, the Master's Advantage program, that's been laid out for a number of years. We've combined our thoughts, our energies, Mike Ferry's thoughts and energies, what the best of the best do, and came up with this Master's Advantage program. It's the basis of everything we do. We work with you on this all the time. What I found out in the last week or so, working with some of my coaching clients, is that, to my amazement, some of you are not doing 100% of the program. I was amazed. I was shocked. Unbelievable. So write this down. This program was designed to add 25 transactions in the next 12 months. This is how the program was designed. So if you're doing no transactions and you do this program, you will do 25 deals. If you're doing 25 transactions and you work this program, you should be able to add an additional 25 transactions. So what I wanted to do is to take a couple minutes this morning, and I want to walk through the 27 points, and I want you just to write down on your piece of paper, yes or no. You guys with me? This isn't tough. Say, repeat after me. Yes?
Yes.
Or no?
Or no.
Okay, that's all you have to write down. Yes, I'm doing it. No, I'm not. And I don't even need that spelled out. Yes, no. Yes, no. Very simple. You should probably number these 1 through 27, and we'll go from there. So the first one, in the first section of our Master's Advantage program, is to power start your day, and that is to work hard. Underline the word hard. And you don't have to, I will give you copies of this when you're done, so you don't have to write these down. Okay? So, are you working hard 5.5 days a week, 10 hours a day? Yes or no? 5.5 days a week, 10 hours a day. Yes or no? The next point, you're supposed to spend 3 times a day, 10-minute segments, reading positive thoughts. So 3 times a day, in 10-minute segments, reading positive thoughts to keep your head in the game. Yes or no? This is tough. Next one. You need to spend 15 minutes, 2 times a day, repeating your affirmations. 15 minutes, twice a day, repeating your affirmations. Now, let me share something with you. I'm betting my company on this program. When you work this program, you will make a lot of money. I don't make money unless you make money. You guys get that? There is no profit in this for me to tell you to do something dumb, stupid, immature, and not profitable because I don't make any money. Now, if you think I am not profit-driven, We need to have a conversation. So then, therefore, I would never, ever give you one item that was not designed at some level to help you grow and achieve to your next level, so that you could do transactions, so that you could close transactions, so that you get most of it, I get a little of it, we pay the bills, and everybody's thrilled at a giant level. Next thought, spend 10 minutes 2 times a day reviewing your goals. Spend 10 minutes 2 times a day reviewing your goals. Yes, you do this. No, you don't. Next thought, you need to check in with your coach no later than 8:15 in the morning for role play, or that you started role play, and then you need to begin prospecting at 9 in the morning. Doors or phones, I don't care. But that's what you need to be doing every day. Yes or no? Now, let's go to the next segment here. Build your skills, knowledge, and mindset. You need to attend a group daily role play, and or you need to be role playing a half an hour a day, 5 days a week, with 4 different partners. Yes or no? 5 days a week, 4 different partners, 30 minutes a day. Role playing with yourself doesn't count. Okay, I get this all the time. Well, I practice by myself. Yeah, great. That really helped move you up, I'm sure. I wrote down here, attend advanced scripts and role play class in Walnut on Tuesday from 1 to 2 o'clock. 1 to 2 o'clock. And there's no reason that you shouldn't be here. None. Zero. It's a great class. It's super. When you start in the class, no matter what the script is, in that next 60 minutes, by the end of that class, you've learned something, you feel better about the script, you have moved yourself forward. There's no reason not to show up from 1 to 2. And it's tagged as part of the Blitz on Tuesday, so you have lunch, you eat, we buy it, then you come to the advanced script class. There's no reason not to be here. It's crazy. You got to eat lunch, right? Say yes. Yeah. Most of us have eaten a few more lunches than we probably should have. Okay? So come have some lunch and then stay for the class. Yes, I do it. No, I don't. Write 1 script out daily, minimum half an hour a day. Yes or no? You're either writing your scripts a half an hour a day or you're not. Watch our sales meeting video. We videotape this portion of the sales meeting every single week. It goes up on YouTube by the end of the day, certainly by Tuesday morning. You get an email that it's there. You need to be reviewing this segment, and this segment probably every day for the next couple weeks. The information's there for you. It's designed to help you. You can look at this at 3 o'clock in the morning when you can't sleep because you can't figure out how to pay your bills. Okay? It's 4 o'clock in the morning. You got a mortgage payment due. You can't figure out how to pay your bills. Let me tell you, you work this program, and you work this program for 90 or 120 days with super intensity, you'll be able to pay your mortgage bills. You know what? You know what'll keep you up at 4 o'clock in the morning? The tax ramifications. Honest, the tax ramifications. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how much taxes I'm paying. I need a new tax guy. That's your problem. I wrote down here, watch Mike Ferry TV twice every week. So you watch neilschwartz.net twice a week, and you watch Mike Ferry TV twice a week. I wrote down here, you videotape your role play weekly. Videotape your role play weekly. We can do it in Walnut, we can do it in Covina, and we can do it in Irvine. We're all set up for this. And then you put it up on YouTube. And then I just found a new format where I can listen to it, you can listen to it at the same time, and we can talk about it. And it's called Google Hangout. We can do that in Google Hangouts. Very cool. All right? So we can watch that stuff with you, and we don't have to set any weird appointments. I wrote down here, review your listing presentation video with your coach 1 time a week. review listing presentation video with your coach, your recorded listing presentation video. So you need to record the listing video that you do weekly and then review it with your coach, me, Frank, or Bill. Record your listing presentation audio. When you go on a listing presentation, record it. Ask the client if you can record it. Now, I get if you have one listing presentation a quarter, that somebody might say to you, no, you can't record it. You probably don't want to record it, because if you're doing a listing presentation a quarter, it's probably not very good, right? Say yes. Okay. You need to be doing a listing presentation weekly. 98% of the sellers you will talk to, when you say, look, I want to record my listing presentation, and I want my coach to listen to it so that I can do a better job for you and the rest of my clients, 98% of them will let you do it. Okay, the ones that won't, don't worry about it, because you're going to have 2 listing presentations a week, so if the first one won't, the second one will. Okay? The next point down here, let's see, record every telephone prospecting session you have and have your coach listen to one every month. Think about this. What if you recorded every prospecting conversation you have, and then somebody was going to listen to it and you didn't know which one? It's part of what I call the show-off factor. If those of you that role play over the phone, when you're role playing in front of another client, do you tend to do a better job? Not another client, excuse me. When you role play in front of another agent that you know and respect, do you tend to do a better job in front of one you know and respect than one you don't respect as much? Does that happen out there in the role play? Come on. Yeah, of course it does, all right? It's what I call the show-off factor. If you were role-playing with me, you would be doing a better job than if you were role-playing probably with your sister or brother or aunt or uncle. That's just the way we are. Well, think about this. So this video, I've been doing this for years, gets sent to Mike Ferry every single week. Now, some he watches. I just got a call the other day on one that he was watching, and I happened to be standing in front of this, and he could see the divider. And he called me on it, and he says, you can't do that. You can't stand in front of the divider. You've got to be able to stand. So he's calling me on it. I'm putting myself out there since I know I'm trying to do the best that I can do at every presentation for you, knowing that my coach is going to watch them. I don't know which one he's going to watch. So I got to be good at every one, right? Say yes.
Yes.
So we're trying. We're working on it. I wrote down here, preview 5 properties per day and knock 10 houses around each door. And then the next one was attend a Mike Ferry workshop every 90 days. We talked about that a little bit earlier. So here's the next section, get more business. Participate in the phone blitz and the door blitz every single week. We do a phone blitz in Covina, Walnut, and Irvine every single week. We do a door blitz on Wednesday every single week. No reason why you shouldn't plug that in to your system and go with it. Let me ask you something. If you did prospecting, let me ask you this so far. If you did the things that we set up so far, would you do more business or less business?
More.
How much?
More.
More business, right?
Yes.
Why wouldn't you do it? Think about it. Why wouldn't you do it? You want to make more money. You want to make money for your families. You need the money. We're not independently wealthy. We need this. Prospect a minimum 4 hours daily by telephone and or doors. Prospect a minimum 4 hours daily by telephone or doors. Are you doing it? Yes or no? Yes or no? How are you doing on the yeses so far? Don't answer. The next one is a half an hour daily, efficient, high energy lead follow-up every day. Either you do it, yes, or you're not. Write down yes or no. Visit 5 expireds at the door or old expireds at the door, and then door knock 10 houses around each one every day. Yes, I do it. No, I don't. Assemble a past client sphere of influence database and then add at least 8 people per month to your database. So either I have a database and I'm working it, or I don't. Yes or no? Yes or no? I have a database of past client and sphere, or I don't. Question. How many of you plan on being in this business 10 years from now? Most of you, all of you. All right? How will your clients know you're still in the business if you haven't set up a database and stayed in touch with them on a regular basis over time? Don't tell me you don't know what to send. Don't tell me you don't know what to do. Don't tell me, because we teach this all the time. And every Sunday night or Monday morning, we actually send you an email that you could just copy and paste out and send to your clients. It's timely, it's informational, etc. If you don't have your entire database done and ready to go out, and you only have 10 people in your database with email addresses, send to those 10. Get to those 10 weekly. And this week, work to add 2 more with email addresses, so that next week, on Monday, you have 12 that go out. This makes sense? And then the following week, you got excited about this, and you might do 5 more. This is the follow-up system that you need to be setting up for yourself for your future, but only if you plan on being in the business 10 years or more. Contact every person in your database by phone every 60 days. Either yes, I do it, or no, I don't. Yes, I do it, or no, I don't. You will send a weekly email. Yes, I do, or no, I don't. And then you send a monthly mailer. Yes, I do, or no, I don't. That's how we want you to stay in touch with your past client and sphere list. I want you to hold 2 open houses a month. If you don't want to hold open houses, I get it. You replace those 2 open houses a month with weekend prospecting time. So an open house is 3 or 4 hours of time, let's say from 2 to 6. You want to hold the open house? Great, go hold it. You don't want to hold the open house? Then from 2 to 6, you need to be prospecting or phone calling or door knocking. Twice a month, on the weekend, a Saturday and Sunday or a Saturday and Sunday. It's got to be done that way. I wrote down here, the next thing is to set your goal to set 2 listing appointments every single week. Either you're doing it or you're not doing it. If you're not doing it, what are you doing? If you're not focused on it, what's going on? Set 2 listing appointments every single week. And the next one is pre-qualify every listing appointment and ask every single question. Either you do it or you don't do it. I do it or I don't do it. Next thought is 1 hour per week minimum of communicating with your sellers, what's going on in the transaction, talking to them, following up after the TC has done whatever the TC has done in their follow-up. 1 hour. Either you're following up for an hour or you're not. Last 2. You either track your numbers daily and input them into the numbers analyzer. You're doing it or you're not doing it. You're using the analyzer or you're not using the analyzer. And then the last one is check in daily via email or text to your coach, and then coach them and email them at the end of the day. What were the results? The beginning of the day, this is what my goals are. The end of the day, this is what I did. The beginning of the day or the end of the day. You're either doing it or you're not doing it. Who had 100%? 100% yeses. The yeses, not nos. Let me ask you guys, so we went through these 27 or so points. If you did those, I'll ask it again, with all sincerity. If you did those on a regular basis, over, let's say, 220 to 240 work days, would you make a lot of money in this business?
Yes.
So I want you to write down on a piece of paper, because you really need to answer this question. Not here, not now, but you do need the answer to this question. And our coaches will ask you this week. Why aren't I doing it? If we all agree this would make us bajillions of dollars, and that's not an estimate, why wouldn't you do it? Why aren't you doing it? Why aren't you doing 40, 50, 60%? I had one person I was coaching last week that we went through this, and they were doing really well, actually, really, really well. They were doing twice as much closed business this year as they did last year. They were on track for Centurion. It's been just off the charts wonderful. This person just really was doing a terrific, terrific job. And they were doing 15% of this list. 15%. So I said, what if we really ramp it up? What if we really crank it up? What if we really go this next quarter all the way up to 50%? What if we got it up to 50% for the next quarter instead of 15%? How much could you make? What could it be? Endless. Unbelievable. Why am I not doing it? Why am I not doing it? I wrote down here, the extra mile is never crowded. Would you say that the average agent tends to do this, yes or no? No. The average agent do this, yes or no? No. No, absolutely not. So either you want to continue being the average agent, or you want to move it up to being a superstar agent. An agent that is recognized year in and year out, that you could look at and say the names that we know, the Marty Rodriguez's of the world, the Neil Weichels of the world, the Karen Bernardis of the world. You know, these are people that are making Deb Sizeks of the world millions of dollars every single year selling houses. You can be one of those people. There's nothing special about special people. What they do is they put one foot in front of the other on a regular basis, working a plan very similar to this. The extra mile is never crowded. To be a great salesperson, we must set ourselves apart from our competitors. We need to go the extra mile. That's what I said earlier today. That's how we started this. We need to go the extra mile. It's not hard. Show up on time. Call back your clients on a regular basis. Call clients in a timely manner and follow up with them. Communicate with your listings, your buyers, and your sellers on a regular basis. Work this program every day. Some days you're going to fall off track. Okay. But your job is to get back on track. It's our job is to help to remind you of that. And then review it every single day. And in a time, see what happens. Today matters, ladies and gentlemen. Your choice. What are you going to do? Are you going to live in the world of average, or are you going to step it up? You choose. Let's go out and make it happen. Thank you.